Carter, you played a joke on me the other day. He calls me, right?
Yeah.
He says, hey Dad, can you sign my report card? So I'm thinking like, oh Dad, all right, yeah, cool. Where you at? You at the crib? Or I'm about to pull up on you. He says, yeah, Dad, I got 3 Fs. I just don't want my mom to know. I said, so I snapped. I said, 3 Fs, Carter? I said, come on, man, tuition too much. And I said, and who do you think that I am? Like, who do you think I am? You could call me so you don't get in trouble by your mom. He says, I just needed you to sign my. I said, why you get 3 Fs? Oh, I'm lazy. And I put myself in the predicament. I said, I'm lazy too, but I'm paying for your tuition going to work every day. You got the game messed up. What's going on? He said, yeah, I'm sorry. I just wanted you. I said, do you think I'm your friend? Because I'm not. I'm your dad. I'm not here to sign your F's and all that, and then your mom don't know. Nah, listen, you're gonna have to deal with that. Yeah, I'm about to call her right now. And then he say, actually, Dad, I didn't get no F's. It was my mom told me to call you. It was a joke. I said, oh, they got me.
She was you on your toes.
You know what I'm saying? I said, they got me. I said, okay, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I still was like, it hurt my heart. I said, God dang. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy, man. It's crazy,
It's
man.
a joke, but you gotta pay attention to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
When kids or adults put them up to jokes and things like that, and it's something serious and you took it serious, it shows like we there, but how much we really invested, right, into our children's lives and what's going on and what they're doing, right? So they had a tutor program on Broad Street somewhere. I think on social media, the guy Jack Frost was helping promote it or something like that. So I had sent it out to a couple people, and I was informing them because I know a couple people be like, "Damn, a couple people be like, my kids need tutor as far as my daughter, my son, whoever the case may be. Also, mine too.
Right.
So I was sending it around, and people like, but nobody took the initiative to actually send their child in. You see what I'm saying? Like, we might have had conversations. That's just like me and Mark got a conversation. Mark be like, yo, my kid need tutor. I got to pay this money. I'm like, yeah, man, that's crazy. And then I come across something, and I be like, yo, they got free tutor class for kids. It's like a science and something they got. I forgot what it's called. It's called science and something. But I'm pretty sure they teach all around, as far as the academics. They teach all the way around the board, different subjects. So when I was sending it out, and then the people didn't act on it, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. A sign. You know what I'm saying? But exactly. It's not only just a sign for them, but it's a sign for me too. Tighten up, because at the end of the day, we have to be fathers to these children and what they need. So like, this is like another thing that's missing from the community. A lot of us are fathers. We sitting there, we working, we taking care of them and things like that. But how much do we invest in our children? You see what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's like another thing. Like, not saying like you not invested, but it just shows like, you see what I'm saying? Like, how you
exactly.
Not saying like, because it could have been on the same way. Like, it could have been in the same token. It could have been like, man, I sit there and do work with you every day. How you go to school and like, when we there doing the homework, whatever, you know what's going on. So how you go to, what did you do in the school?
Exactly,
right?
Exactly.
And then also you look at it like, hold up, now I go to the school.
Right.
Right? They ask the teachers, why haven't you informed me about my child felon?
Before the F came out.
Yeah, or the difficulties that my child was dealing with while he was in class.
Exactly.
Right? So you gotta look at the dynamics of everything. So it just ain't the communities and things like that, man. It's the environment in general. Even like schools and things like that, they are falling short. They lacking. They slipping. They don't care as much as they used to.
Exactly.
I think I see my old teacher, Miss Viola. Right?
Miss Viola.
You remember Miss Viola?
I remember Miss Viola.
Yeah, so listen, right? So I seen her like target. Mind you, I used to get in trouble every day. I get suspended all the time. I was terrible in school. I was just bad. That's just what it is. I was bad. So it might have something to do with me not being able to comprehend as much as I should have, or as good as I should have in school. So
on the economic front, right? You know, like Pennsylvania, one of the only states that their minimum wage is only like $8.25.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? How can you live off this?
Yeah.
Where you got rent, it's like 1,800, 2,100.
Kids.
You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody live off that.
Yeah. It's like impossible.
You know what I'm saying? Where other states, their minimum wage is mandatory $15.
Yeah. And you remember, it used to be a little bit different. Coming from Philly, you used to go like down south and make more money. If you work for a certain company like a Coca-Cola, if it was a Coca-Cola down south, you could be like, yo, I'm getting paid this much. Now I'm going to Coca-Cola. Y'all got to pay me the same amount. Even though everybody else is getting paid below me, I still have to get paid this certain amount. But now it's like Philadelphia, it's because we're not speaking up.
No, it's just Pennsylvania.
No.
But we're not giving them the...
Yeah, but you gotta go on strike and all that. Like, you gotta understand, like, that right there changed the dynamic of everything. Striking, bro. And that's what we were saying before. Like, people see, like, they not into politics and things like that. But you gotta understand, what these people did as far as politicians and politics, other than politicians and the politics, you have to stand for something. Even if you're going to do it yourself, right? You got to pull your children out of school. You got to homeschool them and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You got to do these things and put these things in place for them to say, okay, we have to give you X, Y, Z, because it's really not Pennsylvania, right? Mm-hmm. It's just certain areas. Because they did they did like a little project. So people that's in like Caucasian communities and things like that, they learn, I think it was over like 100,000 more words than we do in school. And I'm like trying to figure out like what? Right. But this is real though. Right. Not only because we in the city, so our brain just record a lot too, but at the end of the day, it's just whatever they're taught more than us. Right. In school. So we have to also take that into consideration too. Right? So when they say this is poor, this is poor, this is poor, why is it poor? Look at what's going on in the outside counties and things like that and try to adopt that and put it within the cities. Exactly. Right? And then just care more for the people. Because they had a big situation with that probably like last year, 2 years ago. It was all in the newspaper. He was going back and forth with the school district, Sherelle, and all the mayor of the city. And they was trying to get her to give more money, right? Change the minimum wages and change the wage. Up the wage for teachers, saying they didn't make enough XYZ, because that was a big thing. They didn't have enough teachers to bring back into the school. Mm-hmm. Right. So like they was like going back and forth when they wasn't trying to give them that money for education. They like, oh, you need education. How you're not paying these educators a certain amount of money when you need education? Education would change everything, bro. It changed everything, right? So you have to understand, like a lot of these politicians, they put things in place for a reason. That's just like DEI, right? When they did a BT did a special on DEI, like 2 years ago. I was still in prison at the time, like 2 years ago. So I've been on for like a year. So it was like 2.5 years ago. And they were saying like far as the money, the colleges, the HBCUs were supposed to get, right, the Fed was withholding it. They wasn't giving it to them. That's why when you went in schools, you see like water fountains messed up, the toilets messed up, XYZ. Right. But if you go to like these Ivy League schools and stuff like that, everything is well kept. But not only that, their parents and their communities and things like that was wealthy. Right. Right. So they help funding these things too, far as our communities, black communities and things like that. We unserved individuals, so we don't really have enough backing, enough support. Right? And then they also looked at it as they took away another thing. This is the thing we always have to really pay attention to as far as black people, women and men, bro. Women is awesome. Hands down. As far as education, they awesome. Right? Other things too, but education, they're awesome, right? It's more minorities. Right? Right. Graduate at a higher rate than Caucasian people. So these are the people that's going to be the scientists, political people, all them big jobs that run the world. Right. It was going to go to the minorities, blacks, Asians, et cetera, right? They didn't want that. Because now it flips everything. You putting people in power that we didn't want in power at one point in time.
Right.
That can make changes, that can change laws, that can change XYZ, XYZ. So at the end of the day, they looking at it that, man, we put 2 million people in there, it's going to change the dynamic, and the dynamic is we might be changing with. But
Exactly.
I'm like, I don't think that's going to happen. But at the same time, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So we just got to look at everything all the way around the board and just like learn, like get the education on it and things like that. You know what I mean? So.
No, that's real rap though, man. So exactly what you were saying though, like how we could change the dynamics and all that. Remember you was talking about I think you said you had something that you had for your daughters and stuff like that. You was putting money into it.
Oh, financial literacy.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of different accounts. So I deal with Fidelity.
Okay.
Some other broker companies I deal with too, like accounts. Cause some of them free.
Right.
Like if you deal with like certain banks, like I deal with like credit unions. A lot of them they want you to pay for it, but they advise you. You could go to like Fidelity, Stanley Morgan, and or Stanley and Morgan, one or two.
Right.
And all them other brokerage accounts, they are free.
Right.
So I was looking it up some time ago. So I got a newborn. She's 4 months. So and my mindset was I was supposed to do it for my oldest child, but I got sidetracked being running around, whatever the case may be.
Right. No,
And you can start a 529, which is a funding for school to save up for their school, and depending on how many years and whatever the conditions is, they will help add money to the child tuition or give them a percentage, or they have connections where they can go to different schools and whatever you put in there, it will pay for them to go to school in the long run. And then you have something like a custodial account, right? Where you could just put money in there and save it, but they also put a percentage on it. And your kids can be a little bit more ahead of the game. So it's just like learning about generational wealth. And, a lot of people not into that. Like, oh, it's too long. I remember I had a conversation with somebody before. They're like, yeah, I don't really be messing with a lot of them stocks and bonds and da-da-da-da. It's slow money, right? And I said, yeah, you're right. It is slow money. But I was incarcerated at the time. But I'm like, you still got kids. No money is slower for your kids because your kids is young. You always going to take care of them. So them little $25, $50 you might use on some weed or drinking, whatever the case may be, whatever your vices is, put your kids first, right? And create a different platform for them.
Right.
Because now you got to change the circumstances. So the circumstances is, if I put this money up for them, regardless if I'm taking care of them or not, but if I put this money up for them and never touch it, and it get interest, and it grow, as they get older, these kids could be millionaires. You see what I'm saying? So people really overlook that because people scared of, especially like us black, we scared of credit, we scared of the bank, we scared of XYZ. Man, we scared of ourselves. That's what it is. I'm gonna be real with you. We scared of ourselves.
We scared of the unknown.
Ain't nothing in the way but ourselves. Listen, bro. We run around tying our shoelaces together, tripping over our own feet. We scared of ourselves, man. Like, you gotta take your chance. You take your chance and smoke 100 packs a day, knowing they can kill you with cancer. But you telling me you don't want to put your money in an account? That don't even make sense.
Exactly.
Deposit. Your money still has to go in the bank.
Exactly.
It would be like my man. He absent, but dirty.
Yeah.
This boy don't mess with no banks. He go straight to the cash checking quick. But they take a percentage though. I said, you giving these people your money, even though they making money off you in the bank too, but you still get them a piece of your money. And you just run around. Well, he used to. I ain't gonna say he's still doing now, but
he definitely got better.
He got a little bit more better now. He's going direct deposit and things like that. So we beating them slowly but surely.
Exactly.
Into shape.
And that's how it is.
I ain't deal with banks at one point.
Yeah,
now,
like that.
Now I got a savings and a checkers and all type of stuff with Navy Fed.
Yeah.
And that's another thing.
You know what?
High yield account.
But yeah.
Like the regular ones, they don't really give you nothing, but them high yield, they give you more of an interest rate when you save and all that, put money in there.
But I ain't gonna lie. Would that come from? I'm not gonna lie. We was talking about. Shout out to the women. The women to put you on point, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. We'll still get out there and go do what we gotta do. You get what I'm saying? The women they'll do that also. But the women to sit there and just find out, like, if you do this and you do that and you do this and you do that, you can make more money like this way. You can make more money this way. You get what I'm saying? What we do? I hate to let y'all know though, but the women is taking over the social media. You get what I'm saying? The woman told me I was corny.
Yeah.
I respect it. Because I even look like, dang, man. I ain't building it the way I want to build it.
No, stay corny.
And the way stay corny.
No, real rap though, because now you taking away from who you are as a person.
I ain't corny.
No, you get to social media, you really corny. Cause you start acting like somebody else, that means you ain't yourself. You ain't got your own identity.
No, real rap though. Real rap though.
I'm corny. I don't care about none of that cool stuff. Cool stuff ain't getting me nowhere.
Real rap.
With a PP number.
Real rap though. But you know what's crazy though? So look, right? I was looking at the Elon Musk situation, right? So they saying that this bull is worth $778 billion, bro. Even people, they even rounded it up to 800.
You saying he broke.
Bro, I said, that's real rap though. But I said though, yo, this man can make, it's what, 9 billion people in the world?
Yeah.
About 9 billion?
Yeah.
Everybody could be a billionaire off this dude. Now don't get me wrong though, I wouldn't advise that, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, because I feel as though some people that's just out there in the streets that's not trying to do better. You get what I'm saying? I feel as though if he was to give grants out and stuff like that to people, I feel as though he should give it to people who had a job at least a year. They've been keeping up with their job. You get what I'm saying? They're trying to do better, but they can't. Now I ain't saying the Billy, but you could give 50,000 to a lot of people, and that'll help a lot of people out. To me, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it gotta be the people that's trying to help themselves. I'm not talking about the people that's just. I'm just gonna sit out here. I'm not talking about the people that's a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, even though they need help too. But you can open up a hospital for them, and they just go to that hospital and they can get help and become a better person.
People helping assist them.
You get what I'm saying?
Korean job.
You feel me? And it's like you could make your own town to where as though people can get rich. And me as the person that I am. Now don't get it wrong though. I'm not a person with $778 billion. So I can sit here and talk trash all as much as I want, but I don't have it. So me having it, I would think that myself right now, how I'm thinking, would give a whole bunch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I would give to the people, like I said, are trying. Not just people that just want the money. Let me get the money. Like, nah, you're trying to build something. And I can help you out. I could give you this. But don't get me wrong though, like I said, you give society so much money, everything goes up. You know how you go to Africa and they say something, a hospital bill costs like $10,000 and something dollars, and you be looking like, dang, like if you see it, like, cause we look at it from TV. Mm-hmm. You see it, you be like $10,000, but actually in American money, it's probably like $250. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Cause the way that their system is set up, and it's weird. So I wouldn't want us to mess up our system, but at the same time, though, I feel as though people can live better if we got billionaires out here. Billionaires. Like, if you think about it, bro, if he make just think about it. If he make 9 billion people a billionaire, he still has $769 billion.
And you made him a billionaire.
You get what I'm saying?
Man, I'm to the point right now. I might got this polo sweatshirt on, but somebody bought this for me when I first came home. Somebody else did, because I wasn't. I'm to the point of buying my own clothes and doing my own little thing, bro.
Real right.
I can get the fabric and do my own stitching.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta think about it. You make these people rich and they don't give back. Man, I remember I was watching the clip with Tupac, and it's crazy, like, you having a conversation about it and then not knowing another person spoke about it before you, and then they come out and speak about it. He said, "No, ain't no way I can run around with $100,000 and Jove and Mar right here next to me struggling." Where that makes sense at?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, even if you had like some people like rappers and things like that, or just the moguls in general, right? They'll be like, "I'm not just giving you anything. You gotta work for it. You gotta do woo. All right, cool. But some people will work for it.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
So you gotta look at the dynamics. You gotta look at the circumstances of what's going on with people in general. Now, we can't talk about. We don't want to talk too much about it because they rich. You poor, whatever the case may be. We understand that, but you have to also understand when somebody bust you upside your head or somebody XYZ. You have to understand what's going on. It's a part of everything that's going on. The same way you got the arrogance oh, I worked for it, I did that and the third. Same way the other individual is ignorant and he's doing something that he shouldn't be doing.
Exactly.
You see what I mean? So like you can put a lot of people in a better position because you gotta think about it, I can make millions of dollars, right?
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's a whole community I can help rebuild.
Right.
And I won't do it.
Mm.
Right? Because at the end of the day, that's just like companies, factories. Black rich people don't even build factories in Africa.
Mm.
Right? To make that connection.
Yeah.
They might think they might try to do that. They might start killing a lot of black moguls, but they didn't even try to. Well, I'm not saying they didn't try to. They probably did, but they're not doing it. They're not pushing it. They're not pushing it enough as they should.
Right.
You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? So you change the economy when you do certain things, or you come up with these economic plans, because you have the Asian,
Mm-hmm.
they tap back in.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Mexicans, they tap back in, or just Hispanics in general. But you got them, they tap back in. So every different ethnicity tap back in, but blacks don't tap back in. I remember I was in prison and a black man, they come on the block, right? You know the first thing we do? Criticize. Or what he got on, I don't know him, this, that, and the third. What's it, my man, check his people. Right? But when you see the other ethnicities, when they come on the block, Hispanics and all of them, they embrace them.
Yeah.
They embrace them wholeheartedly. Right? So I think I was talking about this before. It changes the pattern because they're showing them the love and the compassion and things like that.
Right.
But us, man, we toe up. We toe up, and it's hard to really compromise or work with your people when a person has this hatred.
No, that's true.
Right? And I think we were talking about that earlier with Dali. Right? Shout out to Dali earlier. We were talking about it, and I'm like, what can we do to just help better or change what's going on in the community? And he was basically speaking on, first and foremost, we have to figure out a way to stop having differences with each other.
Right.
The word terminology is beefing with each other.
Right.
And I wasn't really aiming towards that topic or that type of conversation because that's really it's a touchy situation.
Yeah, but it's well needed though.
No, I'm not disputing that. But what I'm saying is though, it's a touchy type of situation.
Exactly. Right? Yeah.
Because us as men, we put this shield up, right? And we believe that if we show that soft side, we vulnerable, right? So that's like a big thing. Like people don't want to go to therapy. I go to therapy too, but people don't want to go to therapy and things like that. Man, that's never been with me. You see what I mean? That never been me.
Right.
Because at the day I wasn't raised like that. I was raised by a strong, independent black woman. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, she taught me both ways, but she didn't she didn't teach me to be ignorant. She taught me to be open. Right? So he was saying that, and I was just like, bro, that's a real tricky topic. Right? Because at the end of the day, people got their hidden agendas.
Yep.
Or they got interior motives.
Yep.
For whatever reason it may be. Whatever reason it may be. Right? You probably never even did something to the person physically. You might have been dealing with a girl that he always wanted and he in his feelings. You're like, what? Like, I don't even understand that. You mad at me because she chose me and then chose you.
Exactly.
That don't add up. But yeah, that's what's going on. So I try to give him something different. I was like, basically like, change certain things in the community as far as like cleaning up or meetings or whatever the case may be, feeding the neighborhood and things like that. Like, you think these things will help? And he said, yeah. I mean, he agreed to it to an extent, but then he also said that he went back to what he was talking about before, right? About the beef and things like that.
Yeah,
I asked him,
exactly.
like, well, money wise.
Right.
He was like, yeah, but people still in their feelings and XYZ. And I'm like, man, I understand that part, but it's like I said before, man, it's a tricky topic, bro. It's a tricky topic. I mean, it's a hard and it's a tricky topic.
It definitely is tricky, but I think it's just like when you in high school. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got the jocks, you got the cool guys, You got the weed heads. You got all different types of people. You get what I'm saying? My thing is though, whatever you do has to gravitate to the masses. You feel what I'm saying? Because one thing that all them people got to do is what? They got to eat. They got to drink. You get what I'm saying? And the way that water and food goes with everything that they got going on, no matter what they're into, that's what we got to find the difference. You get what I'm saying? That's where we got to step in and say, okay, cool. Same way this person needs water, this person needs food, but they all need it at the same time. We got to figure out what we can do that everybody can agree with. And it's hard. Don't get me wrong. It's hard.
See, you
know what I mean?
Get everybody to agree with you.
But if we can get the masses.
If we get the masses.
You get what I mean?
Those who actually want change.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
And that's how I go.
Because I know during this initiative that we try and push, it's going to be resistance.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
It's going to be resistance from our own kind. You feel what I'm saying? But
and our elders.
How you build strength?
Right.
From resistance.
Right. So you know what I'm saying, for the few that's going to resist, I guarantee that it's going to be plenty more people that's going to be with it.
No, that's true.
Because it's a lot of people out there that want to see change, but they don't know how to go about it.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or they don't want to feel like, damn, man.
You don't want to go against the grain.
Yeah, right. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
They don't want to feel like they the only ones that's doing it.
Exactly.
So when you see other individuals that's doing it and it's something's been done about it, it's like, all right, now I can get with that.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? But then you still have the ones like, man, I ain't trying to hear that.
Exactly.
Move over them.
Exactly. But you know what the best fish is, right? Salmon. And it go against the grain. It swims up current. It go against the water. It go against the grain. That's
do-rag mess your whole joint.
yeah. He's a nut, bro. I ain't messing with this boy, y'all.
Right?
I ain't messing with either one of them. I'm walking home today. No, but real rap though. But you know what's crazy? What messed up a lot of society? Don't get me wrong. It's bittersweet though. Social media messed up a lot of society. There's no originality no more.
Man, Philly was built off that.
You get what I'm saying?
Understand that part.
You get what I'm saying? You can't tell. You look at a person and be like, damn, what are you from Chicago?
Yeah.
Hold on, what you from down south? Whole time they been living in Philly, their whole life. There's no way you sound like you from down south, bro. There's no way you sound like you from Chicago.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way, bro. Philly was known. When we walked out of certain places, they knew us. They knew what was going on. They knew Philly. That was Philly. That's what Philly is.
It's the home, man. The kids,
That just
they
like-
emulate
like-
the parents.
When you talk about originality, that's when we was talking about in the car. As far as that, it's like no one have their own opinion no more. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like these news outlets, you know what I'm saying, like they push these agendas. If you don't think this way, then you're wrong.
Right.
You have to think this way. If you don't think this way, then they outcast you. Oh, no, there's something wrong with you. No, like I'm allowed to have my own opinion.
Exactly.
I'm allowed to disagree with you. You understand what I'm saying? Just because, like, prime example, I was doing 2 years in a hole. I was in the SMU program, and it was this Nation of Islam boy. You know, they call themselves Muslim, but you know, they're not Muslim. And he asked me a question. He said, "Am I pro-black?" I said, "No." He said, "Huh? How you not pro-black?" I said, "I'm not. I'm pro-life. I'm not pro-black, though." You understand what I'm saying? Because for me to be that, then I have to admit that I would never ever harm a black man. I would never hurt the same person that's the same color as me. But I did that. You feel what I'm saying?
They did it too.
My whole
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah, like my whole job was like at the end of the day, we are worst enemies.
Yep.
As black people.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? Because from slavery times to now, we've been trained to hate each other. You feel what I'm saying? So if I tell you, damn, look, fill this paperwork out. Next week, you'll have $5 million in the bank. It can be legit, but you won't believe me because we got the same skin tone. But if a white man tell you, hey, listen, fill that paperwork out. Oh dang! But I just told you the same thing.
Exactly.
So it's already a distrust when it comes to our own kind. So with that, we got to build that.
Yeah.
We got to build that trust back.
Exactly.
Because that trust within our own race has been destroyed.
Exactly.
So I feel like to build our community back, we got to build that back first.
And that's real rap. Because what we were saying about, remember something happened with folks, you know what I'm saying? And we like, why folks got to go help main man fix something that's going on in the crib? Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, we know what's going on. Yeah. And it's like, see, and we was making a joke.
Right.
But we was like, man, see, that's why you can't hire black people, bro. That's crazy. But that's not the truth. But at the same time, though, it does have some type of
stigma.
It's a stigma, but it has something to whereas we only say things that happens to us over and over and over.
Right.
It may happen one time, but we ain't trying to really stick on that. But when it happens again, then again and again, it's like, bro, come on, man. How I gotta help you do something to whereas though if I hire this race or that, and I hire this race and that race, they come through, get the job done. I don't have to worry about it. Respectfully though, you get what I'm saying? And it's like we have to get on our game to where as though we're gonna do what's supposed to be done. Right. And we're gonna take accountability. This is my job. This is what I have to do. I have to make sure I do the best of it. Even if I have to come back out, I'm gonna make sure I'm not gonna charge you for coming back out because I messed up. You get what I mean? Now let me go and finish the job. And then when you write my review, it's true. Well, yep, whatever it is.
They like poor review.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the view is true. He came through. He did what he was supposed to do. And he did a great job. My stuff is still working. Right. Everything is doing what it's supposed to be doing. And then boom, then we go from there. Mm-hmm. But a black person will get mad. Man, nah, see, that's why I don't like helping out black people. It's like, dang, it's both ways. We don't want to hire a black person. The black person don't want to help a black person. It's like, but god darn.
That's why I say, like, I try not to, like, speak on race a lot because when you say things, people can get offended.
True.
And people get offended like this, and it's like, it's crazy.
Yeah, man.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's the sad part.
The world got softer.
But when it comes to race, period, I don't care how nobody feel, but I feel like us as black people, we're more racist towards each other. Well, not racist. We're more prejudiced.
Prejudice. Yeah.
We're prejudiced towards each other. You feel what I'm saying? Because we give each other titles. Mm-hmm. Oh, damn, he this, he that. But as soon as someone outside the black race say that, it's a problem. But no, we've been doing this to our own selves.
No, seriously.
You feel what I'm saying? So if we treat each other better, then people will treat us better.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? But we can't expect other people to treat us better if we ain't treating ourselves better.
We have to change the narrative of what they put in the system of this is how black people are.
Yeah, people got to change their conditions.
Exactly.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
And that comes from like the movement that we're trying to make. We're trying to help people build.
Like, not to get religious, what the Lord says that He don't change the condition of the people. They change the condition of themselves.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
And is that not said amongst the world? Like you think about it, amongst the world. I'm not about to do this and that for you, and you're not trying to do it. Yeah. It doesn't make sense. I'm just wasting your time and my time. And at the end of the day, I don't really want to waste my time because I'm the person that you came to for help. So if you're not trying to help yourself, how dare you come and ask me for help? You're putting me in the middle. You're setting me up for failure.
That's why I believe with the agenda and the initiative that we pushing, that we could gain a lot of trust.
Yeah, of course.
You feel what I'm saying? Because one is genuine. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of things that people's doing nowadays is not genuine.
Exactly.
It's about what can I gain from it.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? How can I use this to take care of my own people? But really, yeah, I'm supposed to be taking care of the community. But I'm taking care of myself and put my people in position.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I might get some money to actually put back into the community, but I'm not doing it.
Nah, but you know what you said though is how can I get this and put my people? It's not wrong with thinking that way, but you have to understand that the people are your people.
Yeah.
Everybody, this neighborhood, this is where you're from, is your people.
Facts.
So I have to get some type of currency going on so that they can live good. Because they're not thinking that way. All they're thinking is, I'm just gonna go to this job and make a couple dollars, be stressed and all that, and da 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 da. But they're not really learning anything. But if we can teach people how Woods was saying, if we can get there and teach people how to do electricity, you would never run out of a job. Mm-hmm. If we're teaching you how to do electricity, if we're teaching you how to build houses, you would never run out of a job. You would never run out of a job. All you have to do is do a great job at it, do your best. And it's gonna be money constantly for you.
Get back to what our people used to do. You feel what I'm saying? Because back then, in the 80s and in the 1800s and the early 1900s, like there was black communities that were striving.
Exactly. What was that? Kentucky? Kentucky? Was that Kentucky? Oklahoma? I said Kentucky.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yep, Tulsa,
You
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, and you also
It's crazy.
had Durham, North Carolina at one point.
Okay, yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was a thriving black community.
Right.
Where it was all about the black dollar. You know what I'm saying? Black barbershops, black doctors, black everything. You feel what I'm saying? So I think if we could get back to that as a race, as far as helping out our own communities in that way, then we'd be cool.
That's the real game, not the game people call it today.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
They didn't change the circumstances and how they treat each other.
You know what I'm saying? Because not to sound like I'm racist or anything. I'm not.
You're not.
But you feel what I'm saying? That I can agree with certain things that integration was the downfall of our people. To be honest.
We don't support each other enough either.
I don't think that.
Right. See, back then when everything was segregated, we supported our people.
And that's true.
We spent so much time to get accepted by other people. You understand what I'm saying?
I think when it came to integration though, what it was is people started to, okay, let's say we got somebody who we know how to make money. And he brings us a part of his situation. And now we're with that dude, and now we just sitting back. Like, oh, he got it. He know what to do. He know how to make the money. That's what,
black families, though.
because people had to depend on themselves in order to make it.
It was forced.
They was forced to depend on themselves. Now, when you integrate and you got somebody else that you look at as somebody that's superior, because people do it, you know what I'm saying, or the top of the totem pole. You know what I mean? Some people always sit back and look at that guy. I'm going to just let him go ahead and work. We're going to make money off of it.
But not all black people look at other races as superior.
No, not all. Not all. But what it is I'm not even saying that. What I'm saying is they got more lackadaisical because they started falling back. It's to the point to where it's though, man, listen, society is going this way. All I got to do is go get this 9 to 5 and make my money and do this, that, and the third, da, 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 da. And then something happened with their pension. They died. Family broke. Nobody got no money no more. Now everybody got to start over again. And then everybody got to start over again. You know what I'm saying? So it's to the point to where the people get lackadaisical, and that's where we have to stop. Like, integration is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with it.
It's just you have to know your place. You have to know who you are. Man, I got to get money. Regardless. You get what I'm saying? Because you got to think when you integrate it inside of a house. You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody, I gotta go pay this bill. I gotta pay this bill. You pay that bill. You pay this bill. It could work if people just understand that I have to do my job.
But I think integration was like somewhat like a competition too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It made it more competitive. So.
Oh yeah.
If I can't make a certain amount of money, but this other ethnicity man can make this this certain amount of money. But he's stepping out his home, stepping out of marriage, and want to deal with these women X, Y, Z, and we have a problem because we're not financially stable. And then she's stepping out, or he's stepping out with another woman, whatever the case may be. They're right there, like broken the home a little bit too.
Yeah. No, that is true. That is true. But you see the propaganda and all that they put out. You get what I'm saying? It's certain things in Hollywood, if you pay attention to it, people literally, you ever seen the Dave Chappelle skit when he laughed and was like, I think it was the 9/11 situation, and they was like, let's talk to Ja Rule and see. He said, I don't give a darn what Ja Rule think about the 9/11 situation. Like, but people put people in position and they'll take their word as gold just because this person has a certain status in life. And it's like that person don't. That's true, but that person don't know which. Come on, like what are we doing? We talking about Ja Rule about 9/11. Now Ja Rule might just know. You get what I'm saying about it, but at the same time, though, that's not the person that you're gonna really look forward to. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna look for the person that runs the country, or the person that runs the state or the city.
Because they feel like if you're not an expert in that field, then your opinion don't matter.
And that's not true, because you got to think.
I mean, I know it's not true, but that's how they think.
But you got to think of how society works. All these, you can get a rapper to get on right now and just say, yo, this and the third, we ain't doing this, we ain't doing that in the third. Like before Dirk got locked up. If Dirk would have said certain things, Dirk had the power to make a crazy change. A crazy change.
Yeah, that's similar, just like AR have a lot of different moguls.
Exactly.
They got the power to make a change, but people don't.
But
they don't see it.
No,
it becomes I'm looking for what we was just saying earlier. I'm looking out for my people. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you fail to understand that your people can get harmed by your people, because these people are supposed to be your people. Your people getting money and all that, but they still in the hood, the neighborhood, which we're trying to make better. And people looking at them like, oh, they getting money, they in the third. Now that person might harm your people. Your quote, let's say that, your people, when everybody should be your people, bro. You should put everybody on. Everybody should be able to do something, get a job, and be living good, comfortably. It's people that just want a bed to sleep in. Just a bed, bro. If you could just get them a one-room apartment with a bed in it, bro. People that sleep on the floors, bro. People that sleep out. I seen this dude sleeping outside, bro. It hurt my heart so bad, bro. Because I know how Planet Fitness is. My job was on some, like, I couldn't let him in, and I wanted to let him in. I was going to say, yo, go just lay in the locker room, bro. You can go in the little changing room and just lay in the locker room, bro. But I knew that would have jeopardized my job. It was cold as hell, bro. Well, no, hell's supposed to be hot, right? But it was so damn cold, bro. I'm talking about it was cold, bro. Like I said, yo, I looked down the street. I said, there's no way. He was there that day earlier. I left 3 p.m. I went home. He was outside sitting in front of that store. I came back early that morning, 5 a.m. This man was still outside, bro, under a cover.
Because you know they have like, all right, so I work downtown, and they have something called the outreach program. So they help people that are unfortunate.
Right.
In a tight situation. Basically, they say poor people. I mean, homeless people.
Right.
So they help them, but a lot of people don't want their help.
And you're right. The same thing I was saying. Yeah,
a lot of people don't be wanting that help. So that's why, like, I was more so focused on just creating something, and whoever want the help, get the help.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And just like try to show people by example, right? Because we can point the finger, we can try to come up with all these different ideas of what we think. That's cool, but what we doing?
Right.
What we doing about it? Right. You see what I mean? Because at the end of the day, looking at the next man, what he did or what he didn't do, and et cetera, don't change the current situation. Right.
Exactly.
What's going on right then and there.
Exactly.
Right? So if you do have a group of people that are compassionate, right? We have to work together and figure it out.
Exactly.
To the best of our ability. And whoever want to tag along, and not saying like a tag along, but whoever want to come aboard,
right, and
make themselves better and put themselves in a better situation, that's cool. That's good, right? Because you got like certain people. I remember I worked at the factory, and I went and when I came home like 2017, I worked in the factory, and I got through a temp agency.
Right.
They trying to pay us $7.50 an hour. And I'm sitting there, I'm working there, and I'm just coming home, so I'm trying to get myself together, get my priorities together, whatever the case may be. I'm married. I'm just trying to do everything I need to do, right?
Right.
Respectfully. And I'm looking at the checks, right? I think we get paid bi-weekly. I don't know, it might be I think it was bi-weekly though.
Right, yeah.
I'm looking at the check and I'm like, man, I'm gonna get evicted. Only thing I might be able to do is pay my phone bill. Like, this stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
But it was other guys that was like permanent. They was getting a little bit of more money, and they were just like, speaking like about what's going on. Like, man, you really get into the job, you get permanent, and you get hired. Whatever, you get hired, so now you permanent. This job got stocks and X, Y, Z, and boom, 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 you can invest in that company. And I'm like, yo, like at the end of the day, I just looked at these guys because at the end of the day they was speaking, but it seemed like they was comfortable.
Right.
Right? They was certain. They was secure about what they was saying, what they was doing, and they was like, very adamant about what was going on.
Right.
And they was very supportive of what they was doing and what they had going on too. So I was like, yo, man, I wish I could be permanent in the third. I'm like, man, I'm making $750. I mean, I tried to hold on for a little bit, but after a while, I'm like, yeah, this ain't cool. Get it.
No, that's serious.
Get it. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, you might got some people that's willing to put the work in. Like, everybody's not lazy. Everybody's not selfish. Everybody's not just ignorant to the fact of what's going on. But sometimes it's just like, where is it? Just like earlier, and I was speaking about the mayor paying people $25 an hour to shovel the snow.
Right.
And I was X-minded to the whole situation. Like, I feel like I just moved, or I just came home or something. Like, I just moved to the city or something.
Right.
I'm like, what?
Where was that information
Where
at?
was the information for me to get this and say, dish it out to other people, whatever the case may be, right?
Like, that should be out there for the city to know.
But you see what I'm saying though? Like, it's like, was the news reporters putting that information out for people to come down?
Yeah, I doubt
See
it.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what's crazy though? When you said you doubted, it was something similar like that, because I asked, like my coworkers and all that, when they was telling me, I'm like, so what are you supposed to go sign up for? They're like, I don't know. I'm like, so all y'all watch this on the news and you don't know nothing else? Like, they didn't explain none of that stuff.
Crazy.
I mean, it might have been one after the other, or they just took that little part that it was $25 an hour and get paid same day. That's how it be sometimes. Like,
yeah, that's true.
All the other information, just take that little, brief information that they are really drawn into.
But I think dudes gonna remember that.
I mean,
where I going to?
But they didn't. So like, that's just something you gotta try to push that narrative.
Exactly.
And not try to get caught up on everything else, because it really don't take us nowhere.
No, seriously.
Right? And like you were saying before, like, the people gotta change the conditions of themselves. Like, a lot of times it be in a lot of these people's heart. I mean, that joint just be hard, and they just like, envy, jealous, things like that for whatever reason.
Yeah.
How they despise each other for no pair reason. Bro.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't find two pair of socks that's the same thing, because it's just like everything is just mismatched in their brain or in their heart. That's just how they feel. So it's like, it's just giving them something and just asking them, if you're willing, here's the opportunity, here's a chance. If you're not, then, I wish you the best of luck.
Exactly.
Right? And you got to take those that's willing to jump on board and figure it out the best way possible. Right? And then you try to find other things, like I was saying, like incentives and, trying to, give some people some financial literacy and things like that.
Right.
And sometimes we have to show people, right? Like, you might have some moguls, they say, yeah, I made XYZ and I bought a Bentley just to show the people they can do it. Or I bought this and showed people I can do it. Boom, boom, boom. But I try to do it different. Listen, this is what I do. I invest in stock. I invest in REITs. REITs pay you some REITs pay you monthly.
Yeah.
And you put this certain amount of money in, you gain this. All right? And then show the person that statement over a certain amount of time. I done made XYZ money by doing XYZ and putting this how much money into the stock and et cetera, et cetera. And this is what my stock income was. Yeah. Right? And just inform people, like, this is what's going on. So that's just like, so if you get a company and you had these meetings, you can show them. Right. Like, this is the graph, this is the percentages, this is what we had to put in XYZ, or boom, boom, boom. And by this time, you can make boom, 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 boom. Right. This is how I thrive, because I built a portfolio. So now if I go in the bank and my stock is worth 100,000, $250,000, $500,000, and I'd be like, yo, I want to borrow. Right? And then I go ahead and figure it out, whatever I need to figure out. right? Because if a person believes in themselves and they create a company, and you actually believe in yourself, and you know this company is going to do some numbers, go ahead and take the chance.
Right.
Why not?
Exactly.
But sometimes you just gotta walk the people through and actually show them, because you can say, yeah, I made the they got a 4-5, they got a XYZ, they got a XYZ going on as far as this company, and they made this and they made that. Oh yeah, I did this, I did that. And the person be like, oh yeah, all right, but you gotta show them.
Right.
So like that's our goal. Like every day we doing something, we getting something patent, right? You go there, you show them, this is where I got the patent at. This is what I had to do, boom, boom, boom. And if you need more information, contact us here. This is going on, boom, boom, boom. To get whatever your brand is, get it patent.
Right.
Right. This is a library that help you find grants or give you grants for small businesses. You walk inside there and you show them, listen, I just got a grant, a check for such and such and such. This is what happened.
Right.
All right. This is my new business. I own such and such and such. I just ordered 2 box trucks. They got our logo on it. This is what I drive. All right. Every day now you in the truck and you showing them.
Exactly.
So we gotta try to put a plan together to show the people the game plan.
Yeah.
And not just shortchange it. Because sometimes you watch yourself on YouTube or something like that, you're like, all right, but how you like what did you do like far as like your contracts? How you getting rid of them up? Did you go to Chat GPT or did you do this in the third? Like people don't give you all that. Or they don't explain like, no, I went to Mall and Family Contract Company. And then I go sit in there with Mall and Family Contract Company. And they greet you and boom, boom. And like, yeah, but we can dress this contract up for you, boom, boom. We can charge you XYZ.
Right.
Right? Whatever the case may be, boom. Or just lock a person in with a contract. Right? We can charge you a little percentage now. We lock you in a contract because you got to hold people accountable. So you mess with you, I'm able to sue you, whatever the case may be, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
But if you actually want it and you want to grow in XYZ, then I can help you like this. Or you can work with us. Mall and Family Contracting Company has Connect. Jaffa Box Trust Company.
Right.
Or you want to learn? Is you working right now? You just got the money, boom, boom. All right, well, listen. Jove give classes, and you can work with Jaffa XYZ Company to boom, boom. And if a person want it, they jump on board. If they don't, then it is what it is.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So that's like the main thing. And I think like a couple like other people like moguls and things like that, they was like record everything you do and show the people. And then sometimes you look at certain recordings, but you like, damn, you left something out.
Every time.
Yeah, just like they always just like leave something out.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get a whole game. You just
Every time.
right? You don't tell a whole game sometimes. It's just like you don't give us the game. You give us a little bit and then give us this. So it's like now like we want to create that platform where we learn and we asking, we extending our hand to ask for help. How you do this? Go to other different groups and things like that. Well, how you do XYZ? Boom. All right, you gotta do it like this. All right, well listen, I'm cracked like 2 butt cheeks, so I don't really have it like that to be boom, boom. But
Right.
I am dedicated.
Right. Exactly.
Right. So
exactly.
how do I go about XYZ? So now you telling me this is my 5-year plan. Right? We don't know how the circumstances might turn for certain people within
Right.
that 5-10 year plan.
Right.
Some people can do it, but some people it's just hard. Man, you gotta be willing to do it. You just gotta buckle down. But sometimes it's just hard. It's harder than how people might think it should be done.
Right.
It's easy to say it, but a lot of times it's harder to do it. Right? Because sometimes we a lot of us ain't dedicated. Sometimes a lot of us don't want to do it. Right? So a lot of that take place. So now we gotta find that way how we can connect the dots.
Right.
Within that. I mean, and not actually hold their hand, but hold their hand and walk with them.
Sometimes some people need it. And that's how we make the community better. Because some people actually do need somebody to hold their hand for a little while. Just put the training wheels on them. Hey, listen, man, I'm gonna get you to up here. And after that, man, you gotta figure it out, bro. But the hard part is out the way. I just taught you everything. I just taught you the hard part, the learning part. Yeah. And then after that, most people that they don't even know it, they have a talent. Yeah. Everyone has a talent in some type of way. Yeah. You get what I mean? Now your talent may be on camera, or your talent may be behind the camera.
Or your talent might be just being a worker. Because everybody in the ball.
That's what I'm saying.
You accept reality for what it is.
You feel me? You might be the best person. You might get behind that what's that, the forklift? You might get on that forklift and could knock everything out, and everybody be looking like, well, god dang.
Or injure somebody worse.
You get what I'm saying? Or he running through it. Now you could do your thing. Now you might give classes on people riding them forklifts around. This is how you do it, man. Never have your arm out. Never do this. Never do that. This is how you stay safe. This is how you do it, and you do a good job at it. Like it's crazy, bro. Like I said, everyone has something that everybody can look at them and say, he's the man or she's the woman. They got it. You get what I mean? Like you said, we just have to find that knack, and we have to put people in position. But at the end of the day, if we can start what we doing right now, which we are, we starting it now. If we could get to a certain point to where as though we can get the people to gravitate to us, and we can get everything that we're trying to do and put them in position, this could work out, man. Yeah. This could work out. It could work out. Because that's what our mission is. Our mission is to put everyone in position to do what they're supposed to be doing.
As many as possible.
As many as possible. Yeah, right. Not everyone, but it just don't work out, man.
You can inspire a nice little few.
Yeah, that's the goal. You know what I mean? That's what we trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And like we said, it's what we doing, y'all. You get what I'm saying? And I know y'all noticed I didn't even start off like that. I want y'all to just see we going right into it. You know what I mean? We ain't playing around. It's no BS. It's what we doing, man. And it's like we're dedicated to uplifting the integrity in neighborhoods. That's what doing means. It's DUIN. You get what I mean? And we don't have to explain ourselves no more. You get what I mean? Y'all gonna see the names. Y'all should remember from the first one, man. We got some stuff that we've been telling y'all, and this is where it's at, man. It's what we doing as a unit. Everyone. What are we doing? And we want to know is what y'all doing. We'll let y'all know next week, and we need y'all to let us know within this week. Put everything under the like, subscribe, share. Put everything under the comments. We're going to talk back to you. I talk back to everybody. I'm always on the comments and all that talking. You know what I mean? So I'm going to talk back to you. We're going to have a conversation, and we're going to do our thing. You know what I mean? Just talk to me nicely, though. You talk to me nicely. You know?